How do you explain knowing something before it happens? Is it possible?
Ever had a hunch, an instinct, or an intuition? Hunches may actually foretell the future. These gut feelings can also be known as ESP or psi.
Most likely, you've never been abducted by aliens, and you probably don't know anyone who's had a brush with Bigfoot. But, undoubtedly, you or somebody close to you has had the apparently paranormal experience of seeing the future. Most of us have dreamt something that eventually came true, had a correct hunch about an event miles away, or predicted an out-of-the-blue phone call from an old friend. The experience is positively spooky, incredibly strange, but it happens all the time. Dr. Dean Ryden did a study to demonstrate the ESP or psi in the subconscious.
Yes, I have observed that many people respond unconsciously to something bad, even before it happens.
The subject was sat before a blank computer screen and was shown a series of photographs ranging from calm to emotional. On 2 fingers of their left hand, electrodes that measured tiny changes in the skin resistance were attached, and on a third finger, an electrode that monitors blood flow was attached. The computer would randomly select one picture out of a large pool of photos. That picture was displayed for 3 seconds, and then the screen went blank for 8 seconds. That sequence was repeated 40 times.
Could you explain to us what this study shows?
Yes, let me check with my notes here. As I recall, the data recorded by the electrodes was analyzed, and the graph showed average changes in their skin resistance and blood flow before, during, and after, showing calm or emotional pictures. Her body responded to emotional pictures before the computer selected them, and the body did not respond before calm pictures were shown. The body was responding to her future emotion, you see.
Is this common in most of the population?
Yes, actually it is, but these responses appear on a subconscious level, so the subject is not aware. However, some people are more in tune with their subconscious and receive these messages frequently.
Thank you for talking with us today. It was very nice to meet you.
Many people literally get a gut feeling before something bad happens. Our viscera warns us of danger, even if our conscious mind doesn't always get the message.
ESP, or extrasensory perception, is perception occurring independently of sight, hearing, or other sensory processes. People who have extrasensory perception are said to be psychic. It is commonly called ESP, a term popularized by J.B. Rhine. ESP refers to telepathy, clairvoyance, precognition, and in recent years, remote viewing and clairaudience.
Psi is a term commonly used by parapsychologists to refer to both ESP and psychokinesis taken together.
Psychometry, the ability to read information about a person or place by touching a physical object.
Telepathy, the ability to read another person's thoughts.
Clairvoyance, the ability to see events or objects happening somewhere else. Retrocognition, the ability to see into the distant past.
Precognition, the ability to see the future.
Do experiments prove without question that the sixth sense exists?
Not yet, correctly recognizing that we need further successful experiments to prove that a sixth sense is real. Crystal Robertson explains to us her experience with ESP.
Several years ago, I got a ticket to fly to Greece for a few months for the summer. I was going to fly there with my husband. However, a few days before the departure, I had a dream. I dreamed that a plane crashed into the ocean. This repeated at least 2 or 3 times. I was so scared. I told my husband I wasn't going anymore, but he didn't understand, and he insisted we go anyway. Finally, I gave in. The flight to Greece went quite smoothly. See, I told you. Nothing happened, crowed my husband. But after we got off, new passengers boarded this plane, and the plane then crashed into the ocean.
The owner of a German Shepherd was flying from Georgia to New England, and he left his dog at home with his parents. While he was flying over Pennsylvania, the plane crashed. The owner was found in a field by a farmer. He was brought to a hospital where he regained consciousness only 12 hours later. Back home in Georgia, at the time of the crash, the dog disappeared under the house. He was unresponsive to commands, food, or water. At about the same time that his owner regained consciousness, the dog came out from under the house, ate, and appeared perfectly normal. The majority of the American population believes in paranormal phenomena. The nature and the functions of these beliefs have been the subject of considerable speculations and empirical investigation by parapsychologists, but an explicit consensus view has failed to emerge. The term paranormal refers to hypothesized processes that in principle are physically impossible, or outside the realm of human capabilities.
Is it true that there's more ESP in twins?
Twins do possess natural psychic ability, but probably not more than anyone else. We should consider that since twins are so similar in appearance and sometimes in habits, we study them more closely in an attempt to find psychic communication between them.
Oh, so we'll probably find more psychic experiences among twins because we look for them.
Yeah.
I see. Much of the belief in ESP is based upon apparently unusual events, like Crystal Robertson's plane crash.
Or the German Shepherd.
They seem inexplicable.
However, we should not assume that every event in the universe can be explained.
Nor should we assume that what is inexplicable requires a paranormal or supernatural explanation.
Maybe an event can't be explained
Because there's nothing to explain.